Jeffrey's World Kitchen. My name is Rahul. Today we're making Salted Caramel Mudslides, a refreshing cocktail to have on a hot summer's day, or even in the fall when salted caramel seems to be everywhere and seems to be a great flavor to have in the fall and winter as well. The bonus of this recipe is that we're going to be making caramel sauce, which we will salt. But that's a bonus because you can have the caramel sauce to with your apples, with your pretzels, with your ice cream on a caramel sundae. So to get this recipe started, we're gonna go with a whole cup of brown sugar, which we store our brown sugar in this jar, in this plastic jar, and with it we put in a little disc here, which is the brown sugar keeper. And this keeps our brown sugar nice and soft throughout the entire year. For the times that we're not using it, it keeps it moist so that when you need to use it for cookies and other things, it's a phenomenal little tool to have. So a cup of brown sugar is what this recipe requires, and then we're going to do a half a cup of heavy cream. So again, with the same, I'm using a quarter cup measuring scoop here. So just a half a cup, two of these will be the measure that we will need. So there's that in there. Now you can see that I'm using a blender, and this is the Pampered Chef Deluxe cooking blender. And this is great for multiple uses. So in here you can make smoothies, alternative milks, you can grind, you can heat. Comes with a heated wash. We're gonna wash this after we make the caramel sauce in here, and it'll clean the whole thing. And you can make soups, purees, jam, sauces, everything in here. So it's a phenomenal blender to have in your kitchen. Right. The next thing for this caramel sauce is 4 tablespoons of butter, which is about a half a stick. So I'm just gonna pop that half a stick of butter in here, get that out of my way. I'm gonna go in with a tablespoon rather of vanilla to give it a nice vanilla flavor. There's a tablespoon of vanilla in there, and put that off on the side. And finally, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt to just cut the sweetness a little bit. So 5 simple ingredients that get this sauce going. I'm gonna pop on the lid. I'm gonna turn it to the sauce setting. Now on the sauce setting, this is gonna cook to 176 degrees. And when the temperature reaches there, you will see that the sauce is going to be nice, thick, and creamy, and then we'll let it cool down for our salted caramel mudslides. I'm going to hit go, and we'll come back when it's closer to done. Now here we are. It's been about a half hour since we started cooking the sauce in the cooking blender, and it just beeped, so I'm just gonna open it and take a look. Ooh, the smell is just delicious. But for me, it's always important to taste. Tasting also gives me a little bit extra than it gives everybody else, but we won't tell anybody about that. Oh, delicious. This caramel sauce is money. It is so good. Let me show you. I'm just gonna lift this off the base here and pour it into my container that we're gonna save it in. And you can see that it's velvety, it's gorgeous, delicious. Now, this is going to go in the fridge to chill off, and as it chills off, it's also going to thicken. Meanwhile, we're gonna put the cooking blender on its heated wash cycle and get it washed so that dishes are done by the time we're ready to make our cocktail. In our cooking blender, I've now added 3 cups of water and just a drop of dish soap. And gonna throw the lid back on here. I'm gonna change it to the heated wash setting and hit go. And this will be done cleaning itself in just a matter of about 5 minutes or so. It's gonna heat up to the required temperature and done. And here we are with a few seconds left to go on the wash cycle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and beep, done. This is washed. We'll just have to rinse it and hard work's done. I'm gonna turn that off and I'm gonna begin making my cocktail. Now, for the salted caramel mudslide, the first important ingredient that I've got in here is salt, because we need a little of that. Now, not too much, just a very tiny little bit. So we're gonna go in with about 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt. Put that off on the side. Now, for the caramel sauce that we made earlier, this, as it's been cooling in the fridge, has become even richer and velvetier than it was when we pulled it out of the cooking blender. And so 1 ounce of this will go a long way. So just 1 ounce into my jig, and I know exactly how much is in here because it's etched in there, so I know that I'm putting in exactly 1 ounce. Now for some more sweetness and goodness, 2 ounces of some Irish cream liqueur. You can use any kind you like. Bailey's, we're using Cool Swan, just amazing. Then the good stuff, vodka. As you can see, we have got this gigantic bottle here. Go through a bit of this stuff during the summer. We're gonna do 3 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces, followed by another ounce. Again, the pre-measures here just make it so easy. And if you don't have a pre-measured jig, you can use something else to measure, but I think that with this cocktail set that I've got, it just makes everything easy and perfect. So 2 ounces of Kahlua, and this will add that nice coffee flavor that is so good at mudslides. So there's 2 ounces of Kahlua, lots of goodness and richness. All right, now we're gonna shake it all together, and to do that, in my other half of my shaker, I've got some ice, so I'm just gonna pop that in here, secure that, and give it quite the stir, or the shake rather, so until my hands get really cold and I'm on the verge of screaming, so bear with me. This is hard work. All good stuff comes with hard work. That is cold. The nice part about stainless steel is that it just gets cold really quickly. All right, now cocktail glasses, and stick the strainer on here and into the cocktail glass. 1 for me and 1 for my love. Oh, I love this. The thickness, the richness, ooh, just yummy, yummy, yummy. Then put that off on the side. And just for a little something extra here, a few flakes of sea salt, just a little garnish on top to add some extra saltiness. And with that, love, give it a sip.
Thank you.
See what you think.
First, let's show them real quick how gorgeous this is.
Yep.
I love
Cheers.
the flakes in there. Just wow.
Can you taste the caramel?
I certainly can.
Amazing. So it's easy to make your own caramel sauce, and there's quite a bit left here for dessert and whatnot, apple slices. That'll go back into the fridge.
And it was really easy, right, to make that caramel sauce?
Super easy.
And nothing burned?
Nothing burned. So everything in this cooking blender, perfect.
And no babysitting required, no stirring, no worrying about that caramel.
Yeah.
Missing that perfect
timing on the stove, none of that. So
beautiful.
Give it a try. make yourself some salted caramel mudslides. I keep on wanting to call them margaritas, but salted caramel mudslides, and enjoy. See you
Thank
soon.
you.